All right. Hello and welcome back. I'm here doing collective reading. I guess I'm dividing this up by element, astrological sign element. Let's see who we're going to be reading for. We got cups. So we're going to dive into water signs. No pun intended. So I'm going to pull out my Akashic Soul Echo Oracle deck, shuffle that a little bit. So as I say in these, if this resonates for you, that's fantastic. If not, then it's not for you. And yeah, water signs are Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This can be for sun, moon, rising, or water heavy charts. Inner fractures, cracks within your sense of self. These fractures are opportunities to heal and strengthen. See what light is getting in. Okay, so it feels like water signs in the moment are kind of focusing on some deep inner healing. Maybe some things are being brought to the surface where you're just realizing, like, oh, this is a thing that is still living inside of my psyche, and I kind of need to address that. Especially too with Six of Cups is also about like nostalgia, past, like childhood sort of stuff could be in that realm. It could be past life stuff as well. So let me just shuffle this deck a little bit and see what pops out. I'm curious, what are these inner fractures pertaining to for these water signs? And I think we've just had a lot of planets move out of water signs. So it almost feels like the tail end of things, like wrapping things up. We're finally closing the doors for certain things, but we need to kind of run through the space again and make sure there's nothing left behind. That's what this is kind of feeling like. And Mercury retrograde was a Pisces as well, basically. Thing wanting to reveal itself. All right. Yep. We're healing from old wounds here. Most definitely. Could be romantic heartbreak. Could be a lot of old relational wounds coming up. Page of Wands. Yeah, things that have kind of like Wands is all about action. Pages are kind of like just starting to master taking action. So it's like you haven't really stepped into this new thing yet. Yeah. This is the grief card. We're mourning the loss of some things in our past that we didn't realize we still were carrying the grief over almost. I'm going to stop there. Um, and pull my other deck. Yeah. So upright means like you're actively in heartbreak. Something big just happened. In reversal here, this definitely feels like we're in that healing process. It's still there. The wound is still there, but we are far enough away from it. We've distanced ourselves from it enough that we can start to heal from it. And again, Page of Wands, it's just there's been like this roadblock a little bit in terms of like moving past this. Not even necessarily like emotionally, like it's been like holding us back physically from taking action too. Like we haven't been able to like actively make decisions. Almost like we're kind of in a standstill. We're caught in the we're stuck in the past a little bit with this. And yeah, we're definitely grieving it. Again, cups is about emotions. And we're over here, we're looking at all of our cups that are knocked over, and we can't look behind us right now and see like, hey, we still have two cups, guys. There's still things back there to be grateful for, but we're really just focusing on the process of healing and grieving this. And that's not bad. That's not a bad thing to focus on the grief part, especially if you have been suppressing it so you don't have to feel it. And that's it kind of feels like we're at that point where, hey, you've pushed this down for so far. If you want to move forward with something different in your life, with something a little bit more fulfilling, with something um that's going to be good for you, you have to revisit this. You have to grieve this. You have to feel this. All right. How do we move forward with this? Ace of Cups. Yeah. Ace of Cups this way is all about new beginnings of emotional fulfillment. And right now we're not feeling the emotional fulfillment. So many cups. Okay. Well, some of us might be having a tower moment. I will say that I'm Pisces. I have a Pisces stellium. I have a Scorpio Pluto. I'm a Cancer rising. So I have a lot of water in my chart. My chart is water dominant. So yeah, we might be having a tower moment here. We might be having a moment where we are really almost forced to make a decision and make a change and make a shift. There's not a lot of room to ignore things at this point. Tower moments are definitely about like, hey, the tower's on fire. Are you going to stay in the tower and burn, or are you going to take a leap and attempt to save yourself from this. How are you moving past this Queen of Cups? Yeah, lots of cups. Oh man, we've pulled so many cups. Water signs, we're having an emotional time of it right now. I know this resonates with me. So Queen of Cups, this is about that emotional mastery, but also that feminine receptivity and that softness as well. And this is going to apply for males. We each have a masculine and feminine balance within us. It's good as a male or a female to be able to be receptive, to be vulnerable, to share how you feel. This is kind of like, I'm getting emotional dig tapping into this, but definitely like in the repression, in the not feeling things, in the kind of like being stuck in the past here, you've really put yourself in a position where you just nobody knows that you're experiencing this. Nobody knows that you're feeling this. And it might be something about you are needing to make your feelings known to be able to heal and move past them. Yeah, this deep grief here, it feels like if we stay silent, if we just hold all of this in, like we're never going to be able to move past it and move into something that's more emotionally fulfilling for us and take action sorts of things. It almost feels like the fight, flight, or freeze. It's like we've been in a freeze state because our bodies have been holding on to this grief for so long. So it's like now is the time to let it out. Now is the time to communicate it. Even if you have to journal or just like record yourself or just like talk to yourself in the car or something, there's something here about being vulnerable and communicating and like verbally processing this. Going back to these inner fractures, this grief has caused a lot of inner fractures. It's almost like if you think about something striking a piece of glass, like there's this big trauma that strikes a piece of glass and it causes all these little fractures and things. You feel cracks within your sense of self. This isn't not it's not a small thing that you're feeling. This is not a small thing that's coming up. It might be triggered by small things, but this thing, it's very old. It's very deep, and it's time for you to finally address this and move through it and move past it and process it. And it's not processing old stuff isn't fun. It's just not. And that's one of the reasons why we decide to hold it all in and not deal with it. But now is the time, water signs. Step it up. Like water signs are all about the emotional realm at different levels. So it's time to kind of tap into that part of yourself, that super emotional part of yourself, that emotionally intelligent part of yourself, where you can take those emotions, process them, and transmute them into something positive. So we got this water signs. Keep on swimming.